TIFU. By trying to hook up my female friend with a hot firefighter. So many years ago, like 20 years ago, on a weightlifting community when I was a young teenager, I befriended a guy who was a few years older than me. Approximately 5 years older than me. I was 13, he was 18. He gave him a lot of good weightlifting, dieting advice, and we ended up becoming gamer buddies. Now we drifted apart for a few years and then rekindled our friendship years down the road. Going forward, we will call my friend John. When I was in mid-20s, I ended up moving nearby John. I lived in a smaller town about 2 hours from him. And John and I, knowing each for over a decade by this point, decided to meet up. First time I went to go see him, he showed me around his favorite spots. We ended up watching some sports at a sports bar, drinking, having a good time, etc. Second time John came down to visit me and I borrowed my dad's motorcycle and John rode my bike. We smoked together. He went home. Third time John said he was going deep sea fishing and a cousin dropped out and if I wanted to come along I could, so I did. Well, then a high school friend of mine, who is this beautiful Asian American woman, we shall name her Anna, got a job in John City. Like, this woman was gorgeous. I also knew her type. She liked really muscular guys who loved sports, etc. Well, Anna and I are talking on Facebook and she mentions she's single and I tell her about John. How he's a firefighter, likes sports, is really in shape, loves to cook, etc. Anna is super excited about John and I think, why don't I try and hook those two up? So I ask her if she'd be interested in meeting John and seeing where things go. She goes yes, so I message John and I ask one question. Are you single? He said, yay, and I leave it at that. So a few weeks later I have some free time coming up and I ask Anna if she'd be up for meeting John. She says absolutely. So I message John and tell him I'm thinking of coming up to his city to meet a high school friend of mine and if he wants to join us. He says yay, so we agree to meet up at a restaurant I know John likes. Anna and I get there first. And a few minutes later John comes in. Anna whispers to me that I was right on the money and I'm thinking score. John is single. Anna is hot and successful. John going fall for head over heels. We order some drinks. And our dinner. Conversation stays pretty light. We decide to go to a bar. We get to the bar. Anna gets some drinks in her and starts hitting on John. She wants him. It takes John a moment and John pulls me aside and asks me, did you invite me to meet your friend cause you wanted us to hook up? And I go, yay, I did. John hangs his head low, shakes his head, looks back up at me and goes, dude, I'm gay. And I go, what? You're gay? He goes, yay, I'm gay. And I ask, why have you never told me? And he goes, well, you never asked. And I go, why haven't you mentioned any of your boyfriends? And he tells me that most of his boyfriends have been in the closet and they wanted to keep the relationship off social media. At this point Anna comes over. She's fairly drunk. She rubs up on John's arm and goes, I really just want you to know you're super hot. And I'd love it if you took me to your bed tonight. John looks at her and goes, you're really pretty. But you're not my type. And Anna goes, oh, you don't like Asians? He goes, no. I'm gay. Anna is standing there for a moment, processing this information, looks at me and goes, you tried to hook me up with a gay guy? And I respond, I didn't know he was gay. Anna looks at me and goes, you've known him for like 15 years and you didn't know he was gay? And I go, yay. She goes, oh. Wow. She thought for a moment and said, well, I thought I was going hook up with you. So I need a moment, I'm going go step outside. John and I went to our table and had a good talk. He had only come out of the closet shortly after I moved nearby. And knew I was straight and liked being friends with me and didn't want to ruin our friendship over him being gay, and I never asked, so he never felt the need to tell me he was gay. And to be fair, I didn't care he was gay, he is still a cool guy. Anna comes back after a few minutes. And sits down and goes, okay. I'm new here. You're gay. So we aren't going to be hooking up. But like, do you where the best place to shop here is? John laughs and goes, yay, I can show you. The rest of the night was good. Anna and John are still good friends. Since that night John actually met the man of his dreams. I was supposed to attend his wedding, but COVID-19 makes international travel difficult. And that, folks, is the story of how I tried to hook up my hot female friend with my hot male friend. And I found out he was gay. TL. Doctor tried to play matchmaker. Found out my friend is gay. Like and subscribe for more.